My name is Anna, and you are listening to the Billionaire Lifestyle Podcast 30 for 30 edition with your host and my stepdad, Emmett Michaels.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Emmett. Welcome to the Billionaire Lifestyle Podcast 30 for 30 edition, and we are deep into it. As always, I want to give thanks. I'm not going to go into deep detail about all the people, all the things that have coalesced that I should give thanks for, but I'm just sending out a big, gigantic thank you to everyone who is listening to the podcast and subscribing and getting the information and sharing it. So thank you so much. Please go to iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, and subscribe or leave a comment. I'm not going to beg. I am broadcasting to you live from Las Vegas in Mandalay Bay. I had a really wonderful night last night. I hung out with Let's Veg About It podcast host, Chef Annette. She gave me some great information, and I suggest that you guys check out her podcast, which is Let's Veg About It. It has some great information because this young lady survived stage 4 cancer and beat it with food. I think you should take that in. She beat it with food, and she's on a mission to educate everyone in her vicinity, in her grasp that she can touch about the benefits of eating healthy. So today we're going to talk about that one big beautiful thing that we all deal with. It's kind of a issue in our life that we typically don't directly define, but we should at all cost and at every moment. That is your why. You know, Simon Sinek said, start with why. And a lot of times we come from the opposite. We just do, and then we're trying to figure out the why of this, why we did something, why we're doing something, why we're involved with any particular item. It's really important for us to know that why. I'm going to go back in time when I was a kid, and I would do something that probably my parents didn't quite agree with what I did. And my dad had this really disarming method for getting down to the root and psychologically re-triggering your being. He would simply ask you why. Hey, your mom told me that you did this, so can you tell me why? And then I would stammer and start, because my friends were doing it. And then he would repeat again. So why? Because it looked like fun. Why was it fun? And he would get down to it until you really said, what was my real purpose for doing that? And what value did it bring if I didn't have a why? Everything you should do should have a why. There's only one circumstance where, it's kind of hard for you to figure out what the why is. Sometimes your heart will speak to you, and it won't speak to you in this English language where you can put a finger on it. But if you think about it and delve deep, and sometimes your why is not revealed to you right away because it's coming from your soul, it's coming from your being, it's coming from your heart, it's coming from your energy. So sometimes you have to ask yourself why something happened, why you did something, why something occurred to you. Always look for the why, because oftentimes what we do as human beings is that we get emotional or unnecessarily emotional about something, and we taint the reason for it. We taint the why. We don't know why because we've added all these other emotions onto something, and it can be a very simple answer. You see it oftentimes when on the news, you catch people in a very emotional state and they don't know the why of something, where if they stood back, we go back to that episode we were talking about with anger. Sometimes you can't just react. You can't just go off your gut emotion. You have to sit back and digest and pick apart what something is to figure out why it's manifesting in your life. Why is a very, very powerful thing. Why do you get up in the morning? That's a good one. Why do you get up in the morning? Why do you go to the gym? Why do you go to that job? Why have you not moved toward that path that your heart, your soul, your being is telling you to move towards? What's holding you back? Find out your why. What is it, why? Find out your why. I can't stress it enough. And oftentimes we don't give it as much value as it should have. The WHY. Why are you doing something? And when we get to that state, it can often be a little bit crazy for us. I have to really thank you guys for all the things that you are providing, the energy for downloading the podcast, just being a part of it. This 30 for 30 is a very challenging thing to do. For instance, I was in San Francisco 2 days ago, in Las Vegas now. There's no telling where I'll be in Europe next month, but I have to continue this thing to connect with you, because one thing about the Billionaire Lifestyle, and I was talking with Andrea Gage, and I was talking with some other people, I was talking with my wife. I said, people don't quite get it when I just say the title, The Billionaire Lifestyle. And so I'm telling you my why. Because when you think about someone who has all these resources that we have said have value, which is money. Once you have enough of that, what's next? The next thing is the experience of living. So your purpose is to ascertain the billionaire lifestyle. It's not about having the most money. Literally you can chase money. And the reason I harp on money so much is because from where I came from initially, there was an emphasis on materials and things that said you're successful. And I chased those for so many years. Chase them. Then I realized there's a finite number that you need that you can live a really great lifestyle. And I achieved that. Then what do you do next? Do you just buy more stuff? Do you just consume? Do you act like a virus? And the answer is no, don't be a virus. Find out your why. It's to live so that when you get to the end of this journey, you're going to have something to reflect upon and smile about and say, oh, this was good. I did well. I had experiences as a human being. I am a spiritual being living a physical existence. So physical existence doesn't always mean materialism. Sometimes it means emotional. It means a tactile feel of something. It means connecting. It all comes down to why. Emmett, why are you doing this? Because I want to start the movement of the Billionaire Lifestyle, the Billionaire Lifestyle movement, where people realize most of the resources that they require are already here. They already have them in their lives. They just haven't allocated things properly so that they can live to their fullest where they are. That's really important, living fully where you are. Because if you're not living fully where you are, if you get some other place, you won't live fully then either. Anyway, remember, go to iTunes, Stitcher. You can go to the Billionaire Lifestyle Instagram, where you can see pictures and see episodes. You can go to the Facebook, the Billionaire Lifestyle on Facebook. We have a bunch of things for you guys, or we're trying to have a bunch of things. And till next time, remember, love yourself, because you're really awesome. You really are. I want you to look in that mirror and I want you to say, yeah, Emmett, you're right. I am awesome. I am a miracle. I am a special entity, and I am loved. You are. sometimes we get caught up in things. Just remember though, it all comes down to why. Why are you here? What are you going to do? And why are you moving forward? Why aren't you not moving forward? Remember, it just goes back to why. Figure out the why, everything else will fall into place. Love you, love yourself, so you can show others what love is. Peace.